Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly technical video day. Guys, I hope that everyone is having a nice weekend, and I hope to see you, most of you guys, tomorrow also at the seminar. Very fast, and we're gonna do a weekly video here when we're gonna give our ideas after we did the weekly days of the charts. Technically speaking, we believe that still the dollar got more upside. We believe that even though it's a 10-minute move, the move still got a little more time and price before it ended. We base that forecast on the most clear structure in the market. That pair being said is the dollar swings. The dollar swings on the daily chart here is showing a nice Elliott Wave structure. And we believe that even within these 5 weeks, now we got the divergence that we were looking at it into the wave 505. If you take a look at the RSI, it's very clear that right now we have divergence, and we're targeting an area around 97.76 to be the top on the dollar swings. With that in mind, we're gonna keep the buyers of a bullish dollar until we see 5 ways from 92.43. When 5 ways from 92.43 are visible in the dollar, then we can draw the conclusion that we are ending a cycle that started, in the case of the dollar index, around May the 4th, in the case of the dollar swings around August the 9th. So I want you guys to understand, as a good Elliott Wave waivers, a cycle is ending, a big correction is coming in the dollar, a correction that according to the time cycle, that correction can take place, and it can take, all the way out to, I would say, sometimes during the first quarter of this year, and maybe by the end of the first quarter is when we're going to see the real move in the dollar. That's based on the dollar index. Now, taking a look at the US dollar, as the US dollar, we got the same scenario. We can see 5 swings coming in, but right here we got our Dows. If this is A, B, and C, and the cycle is ending here, if the cycle is ending here like that, as a double Z, A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, Y, look the divergence that we have seen this peak in the side. The alternative is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a leading diagonal, and then you have 2 daily charts ending a 5-way swing, which is enough for the warning. Still, sometimes we believe that the index is gonna look most likely an area around 82. 81, 85 started to be very interesting. So that, if it's gonna be a leading diagonal, can be the case also. Otherwise, you gotta take an inverse Fibonacci here and look from an area around 83, also very possible. Still, I believe that this trend line is gonna hold, and that from there the dollar should see a correction. Still, within the small cycles, we believe that because this was a 3-way, we should see 3 ways here. All right, so keep that in mind when it comes to the dollar. We are at the equal legs, but also we can mention from here and 82.15 also can be in place. More outside, but I believe is ending a cycle. Now, when it comes to the euro, on the weekly chart, we are favoring discount. We're favoring discount as of right now, when we are in the first leg of the thrust for the triangle. Now, in discount, the risk comes to 142.47, and we believe that we are someplace around here. So three backs and higher very soon. Now, that's on the weekly. On the daily of the euro, we can draw the conclusion on the daily of the euro that at this stage, we believe that the market is looking very easy for minimum an area around 125 and change. There is momentum divergency in the daily chart, and that's very telling. Now, how we gonna get there? We have different ways to get there. Let me explain to you guys something. Look, right here you see how powerful these daily candles were this week. The same was right here. And then at the end of the day, the bounce also happened. So I believe that this looks very corrective. This looks like 1, 2, 3, W, S, A, B, Z. Equal legs comes around 25.08. This previous cycle, it bounced at the 123.6. It passed the one. It bounced at the 123.6. 123.6. It goes very strange in my opinion here. But for now, we believe that 125 can be in place very soon. Now, how are we gonna get there? If we take a look at the euro, in the 4-hour chart, we see that, like we have repeating these days, the cycle here entering here was in 3 weeks, and now this move consequently needs to be in 3 weeks. Now it comes to the question: are we already ended A, or we're gonna go in a B on a C? Now, with that in mind, let's say that we ended A. We're gonna retest the trend line around 128 and change, and lower to the 125 area. 125 should produce a bounce, if it gets there. So in the 1-hour chart, we are presenting to you guys 3 different scenarios, but all the 3 scenarios gonna get the same result. Now, this is the 1-hour. This is the primary one. What do we have? A, B, Z. All right, we got 3 ways coming in here. With the 3 ways coming there, let me correct this right here. We got 3 ways, and this is A, B, Z. 3 ways. S to the 618, or that whole move, right? Now, from there, you gotta trace the equal legs, and you're gonna see that it passed already the previous one. Right here is around the area. So with that in mind, because this was a 3, you need 3 legs from here. Now, if you take a look to the downside here, you see 1, 2. This is my preferred. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extended wave 5. Now we're gonna see 3 backs to a 50% back minimum, or these 3. In other words, to around 28.85 area, which is the previous lows. That's one scenario. Second scenario is a little more bearish when we have something like this. Let me make it to you pretty fast. We got a series of 1, 2, 1, 2. Then right here we are ending wave 3. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4, 3, 4, and a 5. If that's the case, the euro is gonna make something like this. It's gonna go to the preview, make another low, and then the 3 wicks. And then the last scenario is the most bullish of the 3. When we don't have a 1, 2, and then we have that the euro and the A here beat here, and with this move and a cycle. Now, as a practical trader, you need to know one thing. A cycle ended in the area that we mentioned, 126.91 the other day on Friday. So the move that started on 29.55 ended on Friday. Now the correction is going to dictate if it is what is coming is 4 of A, what is coming is B, or what is coming is the huge bound to the upside. My best guess is that it's going to be either wave 4 of A or it's going to be B. I don't see the bullish side at this stage, right? So that's for the euro. Now let's take a look pretty fast to the dollar, to another pair that it is very interesting. This pair is the euro Aussie. The euro Aussie in the weekly is showing a very nice triangle. That triangle troughs here, and it goes 1, 2, and we are in wave 3 already. Wave 3 should reach an area around 122.40 area before it bounce. That's telling me this wave 4 in wave 3 right here is the one that should produce the bounce on the euro. Now, with that in mind, keep in mind that more downside on the euro it is coming. Now let's take a look at the dollar index. Okay, in the short time frame of the dollar index, this is what we have. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and this is the scenario when the euro now is doing the wave 4 before wave 5 take place. With that in mind, we need to understand that after this low, after this high, we're going to have also the same scenarios that we have in the euro. When the entry, this is a scenario, let me correct it to you guys here. When the entry to this move was a 3-way move. So technically speaking, in this scenario, what we're going to see is that the dollar index is going to make another high, and then it's going to make a 3 backs to at least the 50 back of this whatever move ended, and let's say 80, which is this support area, and then from there we should get another round to the outside. That's in the short time frame. If you want to see it in the 8 hour, is something like this, right? A, B, and Z to test the trend line and higher again. So in conclusion, guys, what we see is that the US dollar trend most likely is not done yet. We believe that most of the metal pairs like Aussie, New Zealand, dollar CAD can extend the gains, can extend the weakness against the dollar in a possible flat, and we believe that the euro, cable, all those pairs, they can have at least, after finish the move that started last week, on around this week on Monday, after finish, or Tuesday after finish that move, We are expecting 3 weeks back and another round of strength in the dollar to prove to be terminal around 82 area. All right, so let's leave it there. Hope all you guys have a nice weekend. Thank you.